I love Ben Affleck, I really do, but this whole wanting to go back to your ex thing, I didn't believe it. I really didn't believe it here. But allegedly, Ben's friends truly believe that if Jen and John split, he would get back together with her in a heartbeat. After seeing all of this, I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to believe it.
Did Jennifer Lopez just prove that Ben Affleck has been having an affair with his ex Jennifer Garner all this time? Well, that seems to be what the internet has concluded after recent news reports suggest that Jen Garner's relationship with her boyfriend John Miller is on the verge of collapse, and it's all because of Ben. Rumor has it that Ben might have wiggled his way back into Jen's life, and she is considering dumbing John Miller. Guys, this Ben, Jennifer Lopez, and Jen Garner love triangle just keeps surviving us drama, and this might be the messiest story yet. So grab your seats as we dive straight into this story, and let's find out if Ben Affleck really cheated on Jennifer Lopez with Jen Garner. The term messy divorce doesn't even begin to describe the situation that Ben and Jennifer Lopez are currently in. After a series of back and forth drama after they announced their divorce, people thought everything would gradually die down. And it did for a bit. Well, that was until Ben Affleck was seen wearing his wedding ring months after his divorce to Jenny got finalized. Now, this shocked a lot of people, given that just a couple of weeks ago, Ben came out speaking about his divorce and basically said that they were just two very different people who tried to make it work, but it didn't. Only for him to then pop out wearing his wedding ring the following week. Now, a source close to Ben revealed that even though he was wearing his wedding ring again, it had nothing to do with Jenny, and it was actually for work. Reportedly, Ben is working on a Netflix movie where he plays a married mayoral candidate alongside Kerry Washington, who plays his on-screen wife. Now here is where things start getting messy. While people were scrambling to find out why Ben had his ring on, news started going round about trouble in Jen Garner's relationship. Turns out things have not been good for Jen, and it's all because of Ben. Reportedly, Jen and her on and off boyfriend John Miller have been driven to couples therapy because of a third wheel in their relationship. Now, the former couple, who share 3 kids, have been exceptionally close ever since Ben and Jenny called it quits. They are so close that they were spotted getting cozy with each other a couple of weeks ago while they were out paintballing with their kids. And since then, they have only gotten closer, to a point where it started causing tension between Jen and her man. Apparently, the viral video of Ben and Jen getting cozy was a huge deal breaker for John. Sources claim he felt disrespected and blindsided, like his relationship was suddenly being overshadowed by Ben's emotional dependency on his ex. And he wasn't alone. Jenny was also not happy with the video, considering she turned to Jen to help save her marriage. Jenny saw the paintballing images when the rest of the world did, and of course, it will make her question things from their time together. The source close to Lopez told the Daily Mail, her friends have questioned how platonic Jen Garner and Ben are. She will feel betrayed because she invested so much time in supporting Ben through his challenges and had a rough year as their marriage broke down. The source added, seeing how quickly he has started spending more time with Garner has exacerbated the concerns she already had about his relationship with her while they were married.
Again, allegedly, Jennifer Lopez is furious over the cozy photos of Affleck and Garner, and according to Page 6, an insider told them that speculation about them rekindling their romance is completely messing with her head. Like I said, Jen Garner, happily in a relationship for many years. Ben Affleck, step away from the exes.
And let's all be honest, this isn't the first time Affleck and Garner's closeness has raised eyebrows. A source who spoke to The Radar online said, John has been so patient with the whole Ben situation, but it's really grating on him. He loves Jennifer and doesn't want to lose her, but there's only so long he can stand having a third wheel in this relationship before he cracks. Now, this is a drastic shift from John, who was cool with Ben, and Jen getting cossy when he was still married to Jenny. I assume it's because things between him and Jen were so good that they were even talking about getting married in Paris. But when Jenny decided to ask for Jen's help in saving her marriage, things went south for John, and the marriage talk was shelved. And after that, it didn't take long before John started to grow tired of Jen being involved in Ben and Jenny's drama, and he felt that it wasn't her business. According to a source close to the couple, the whole thing bothered him so much. Of course, it bothers John understand that Jen is so hyper-focused on her ex-husband. He cares deeply for Ben and sympathizes with what he is going through with Jennifer. But that doesn't mean Jen should be the one to fix her ex-husband's issues with his current wife. That makes no sense to anyone. Jen is such a caring and wonderful woman and mother, and there is nothing but a deep friendship and bond between her and Ben. John wants nothing more than for Ben to be okay, but it isn't his girlfriend's responsibility to play babysitter to him. That is for Ben to figure out on his own and for his wife to handle. It isn't Jen's responsibility, and he has told her this. Now, according to the source, John was aware of how complicated things were between Jen and Ben, and he knew he had no business getting involved in Ben and Lopez's relationship, even if he felt Jennifer Garner wasn't making the right decision helping them out. John stays out of it. He knows it is none of his business, so he keeps away from all of that, because who wants to talk about their ex more than you have to, they said. But Jen can't get away from it because it is everywhere. It doesn't affect her current relationship or her life in a negative way. She just wants to protect her kids, and by being there for Ben if and when he needs, allows her to do that. However, it seems John has grown out of patience and has gotten tired of minding a business. Now it seems he has decided to take things into his own hands, and reportedly, he gave Jen an ultimatum. She had to choose between him and Ben. According to multiple reports, while Ben Affleck's frequent pop-ins are being chalked up to co-parenting duties with Jennifer Garner, the real problem, it's not about the kids, it's about the emotional baggage, and John Miller is over it. Now Jen, being the nurturing soul she is, has apparently been playing emotional life coach for Ben, something John has reportedly struggled to accept. Word is, Ben is still doing family dinners, pulling up for holidays, and yes, even crashing overnight at her house. That's not exactly what most would call healthy ex-relationship. Now John, who got back together with Garner in 2021 after a short split, has put his foot down. He's not trying to erase Ben from her life, he gets the parenting part. But he's had it with looking like the side piece in his own relationship. Radar reports he's now demanding firmer boundaries. And honestly, can you blame him? Things have apparently reached a point where therapy is now part of the equation. Jen and her man are in couples counseling trying to sort this all out. And yes, for those keeping track, Jen and Ben also tried therapy before they officially split in 2015. But that didn't exactly help. The thing that John just can't seem to get over is the fact that Ben relies heavily on Jen. A source told Star, John resents that Ben leans so heavily on her. It's like Ben expects Jen to drop everything whenever he snaps his fingers. John's tired of it. Now, in response to all this drama, John was himself spotted in LA with his ex-wife, and let's just say they were giving more than cozy vibes. It looks like John might have been sending a message to Jen. I guess he is trying to show her whatever she can do, he can also do, which to be honest is not very healthy for their relationship. Sources say Jennifer Garner has been doing everything in her power to convince her man, John Miller, that her relationship with Ben Affleck is strictly platonic. Sis has apparently told him time and again that she and Ben are like brother and sister now, and there's zero romantic interest on her end, even if Ben was trying to shoot his shot again. But Miller's not buying it. According to insiders, John sees right through Ben's friendly ex act. He thinks Ben is clearly still sweet on Jen and might just be waiting for the right moment to swoop in. And the way Ben's been showing up to family events, wrapping his arms around Jen at their son's birthday, and just being everywhere, yeah, it's giving please take me back vibes. So now John's feeling like he's in a competition he never signed up for. And no matter how many times Garner tries to assure him it's nothing, that tension isn't going anywhere. At this point, it's starting to look less like co-parenting and more like a slow-burning rom-com plot. And honestly, John isn't alone in feeling this way. Just take a look at some reactions from people after this whole drama started going viral. The Bennifer saga continues. Can this dude please get a new chick not called Bennifer? He needs to drop her and find someone else. She will always have him in her life because of the kids. Too much baggage. When are people gonna realize that Ben is the problem? He FS up every relationship he gets in by making the girl cater to whatever problems he has, then leaves once he has the strength to find someone else to over. Jennifer is on a loop right now. It's not a growing bond. He's a loser who is perpetually unhappy but can't be alone, so he's back to glomming all over his ex so he can be taken care of. I think she does it because his health and welfare directly affects their children. May every undeserving a-hole be as lucky as Ben was to find someone who would support him in perpetuity. Anyways, what do y'all think about this drama? Is Ben genuinely just co-parenting with Jen, or does he have more secret plans in mind? Let me know your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to check out our previous videos to ensure you are up to date with all the latest celebrity drama. Till next time, bye.